What's that 3 cup game where they're hiding the ball? That's the BBC hiding your TV licence fee money. They're shuffling it about all over the place so you can't find out where it really is. Hi, it's me again, and just for a change, I thought I'd have a rant about something TV licence related I've seen in the news. And it's this one in particular. It's set me off a little bit. Look at this headlines in the Birmingham Mail. TV licence fee could rise £14 per year because BBC is a lifeline to many. So if it's a lifeline to many people, you think the BBC would do everything within its power to stay around, even if that meant, I don't know, something radical, like doing what every other TV channel on the planet does and going commercial. If it's that big a lifeline, you would think they would come up with a more sustainable business model than taxing the British people, 500,000 of which a year are deciding, yeah, I'd rather not give the BBC any of my money, thank you very much. Haven't read this. I thought we could read it together. I never read ahead. You know I don't, because I like to react to them the same way you react to them. So, well, I think we know what it's about, but let's see if it really does boil my piss as much as the headline does. People are calling for the BBC TV licence fee to be hiked £14 a year in a new petition. A petition on the Parliament website will be debated by Parliament if it receives 100,000 signatures and will draw a government response after 10,000 back it. People are calling for the TV. I'm wrong. All right, I stand corrected. I now support the TV licence fee. If people are asking for it to be raised £14 a year, what people are these? And also, it says here, a petition on the Parliament website will be debated by Parliament if it receives 100,000 signatures. Not true. It may be debated in Parliament. And many of the anti-TV licence fee petitions don't get debated in Parliament. There was one, I've talked about it loads on this channel. I'll put a link in below somewhere if you want to have a look at it, because it was an absolute shit show. But something tells me that if this one gets 100,000 signatures, it may very well be debated in Parliament. It does not sound legit to me. And it does draw a response after 10,000 people back it. Yes, but it's normally a copy and paste response for the anti-TV licence ones. I wonder what lovely response this one would get. So I need to find, hang on, I haven't got the link here, I don't think. We need to find it. On a cursory search, I found one called Increase the Licence Fee by £14.50 per annum in line with past practice. That closed in May and received 38 signatures. I shall continue looking. So I found an Express article and it links to the same one that I just found with the 38 signatures. And looking at it, this Birmingham Mail one was 4 months ago. So I don't know why it's appeared in my Google alerts just this morning, but it did. So now we know we've got the right petition. We can have a look at this properly, can't we? Now, it says here, we deplore the government's decision to increase the TV licence fee by only £10.50 a month, especially after a 2-year freeze. We believe £10.50 licence fee is not consistent with what is expected in the settlement. The BBC is highly respected throughout the world, can be a lifeline in areas of conflict, that's the World Service, which should be government funded, and a valuable soft power. They've used that wording. This is fake. This is what I believe you would term astroturfing, a fake grassroots, campaign. Very much like what certain other defunding the BBC campaigns have turned into. But we don't talk about that on here, mostly because I'm banned from them. It doesn't say who set this up. Find out more. Hang on. No. Doesn't say who set this up. Does it say in the Express article who set this up? Julia Rayburn, who is the organiser of the petition. Let's have a little look at you. Julia Rayburn, what you got? I can't see anything obvious on a search for Julia Rayburn, but that would be a bit of an own goal by whoever really wanted this set up. But what's funny about it is, when you look at some of the petitions for properly defunding the BBC, a lot of them have got the 100,000. Most of them are in the thousands. Putting it up, £14.50 gained 38 signatures. I think we've learned a lot from that, whoever set that up. Don't you? Does it say anything else in here? So as Julia Rayburn wrote on there, we believe this is an ideological decision disguised behind concern for cost of living. We believe a £10.50 TV licence fee rise is not consistent with what is expected. I'm sorry. It might not sound like a lot of money to you. Probably don't exist, Julia Rayburn. £169.50 expected to be taken from every household in the UK. When it was 159 quid, it was about 4 billion quid a year the BBC got from TV licence revenue. I don't know the current number, but it's more than that because they're asking for more than that. They might be losing some people. It's still going to be more than that. And it's disgusting. This Julia Rayburn probably thinks that the BBC over here is responsible for making wonderful things that she might enjoy. I don't, and I don't think they're wonderful, but I'm going to pretend I'm Julia Rayburn and I like Strictly, and I like Doctor Who, and I like Top Gear, and I like BBC News. And that's all over here, and my licence fee goes to pay for that, and I believe it should be protected. If I was Julia Rayburn, that's okay. What she doesn't know is that over here is a little company, not little, called BBC Studios. And BBC Studios owns and makes Strictly, owns and makes Doctor Who, owns and makes Top Gear, owns and makes BBC News. It's over here. Now, you pay your licence fee to this part of the BBC that buys that. And is there any negotiation in that? Are they getting a good price? Are they just hemorrhaging money over to BBC Studios? Unfortunately, we don't know, because BBC Studios is a private company and won't respond to freedom of information requests. And if you ask the BBC that you pay your licence fee to via an information request, they will say, well, we can't do that because it might affect the third party's ability to do business in other markets, because they sell Strictly, Doctor Who, Top Gear and all of that to other markets around the world. So we will never know how much they're paying. Maybe it's a massive fiddle. If this part of the BBC that Julia Rayburn pays her licence fee to goes tits up and ceases to exist, the shows that she may enjoy, that we said were over here, won't cease to exist. BBC Studios will just sell them to somebody else, ITV, Channel 4, a streaming service, pretty much what they do already. It's a massive con. What's that 3-cup game where they're hiding the ball? That's the BBC hiding your TV licence fee money. They're shuffling it about all over the place so you can't find out where it really is. And if you try to guess, they'll just move it again. That's the licence fee that Julia Rayburn is defending. Apologies that I missed this one in April. Never mind, we've covered it now, and it's very funny that this petition only got 38 signatures. I find that very funny indeed. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Way down to leaving your comment, hit all the buttons and everything as well, especially the subscribe button if you haven't already, or if you are subscribed, check that you still are. And if you do all those things, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.